About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing at Aoife like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned, or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the old place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you...
Does...
I thought it might be better. You reckon we should...
No.
Yeah.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
What a wonderful idea, Jocelyn. Let's do just that.
Canva lost.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had anything so delicious.
I should be so lucky. They're all in Chet's belly before they've even had time to cook.
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Ah, Sid.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm working on bringing another one legit. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top. But, let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. Only Mithril engines get hotter. Trouble is, we won't... And I hear you want...
If it's...
Oh,
So,
we've got a couple of examples here.
more fallen material. So this smelter is similar to the Mithril.
That's right. And what's more, we've collected...
So you want me to
That's it, and we're only... There's one and another in this...
All right then.
It'll do.
So, she don't need sails or oars, but she's... How fast is she on the sea?
How do you split the sea?
The stew's awfully thin these days.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me.
Trouble with your gear, or... What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Come back. Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Ah, Clive. I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, but if Eastpool's going to survive, as of those, they've lived their whole... Small wonder they ain't... And if you're wondering, Sir Wade's putting a...
All right.
Thank, there.
Gizal greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Anything catch your eye? Thanks very much. Much obliged. There you go.
Just because the heavens have gone to Rackaroo.
I've
got greens of all shit. Let's get this store set up.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrec. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed. Only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians, what help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall.
Go, Torm!
Nice try. It's over. Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rosfield! Change of plan!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic Curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's Ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Next one's mine. I might not know one.
Leave me, Torgal. All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rosfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what, after all, this is my home now, too.
I think you'll find it's East Pudley. But you should be proud, or I'll have to pull my weight, too. Can't... Speaking of which, I ought to be getting...
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course. And I'd be counting on us Rosarians have got stick.
Indeed we...
And Clive, come by the Golden Stable. I ain't paid you for delivering...
All right.
Lord Rosfield, clearing the goblins from the There's one sight that I shall never forget. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. But every time, I would think back to the looking to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face...
So wait, you have always been a true... I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosette...
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will be...
The hero? It's lucky you came by. Not only did my seeds get delivered, but...
I just did what...
And it's only right. Take it.
Thank you.
So, Eastpool's fight and a home to free bearers.
Well, it was your right.
I know that, but... Though I suppose the rest, you know, bearers living free like those as I am.
I take it you didn't know...
Well, if you in fact, that's how. He showed up at the stables one day, asking, found her, no me. And before I knew, told me I was giving them relief, right under... And you know what he did? And then I did the same. We met...
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around... He certainly didn't...
Indeed, but the loftier ones are, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps...
Suppose you're right. And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few It's almost in a... Anyway, enough. Better get back to work. Let's see about the least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve as a hot meal.
That sounds like a one. Good. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming.
Back to civilization, is it?
With all haste. Lest any of you... I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is.
Yes.
Oh. It appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
finished.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging. I surrender.
Cid.
Ah, Doris. You know, I was casting your lot with this criminal.
Better fighting for a cause. I'm sorry, Cid. I should have... This woman, my former master, once trained Beth. She raised me like a daughter. And
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn. And had such... But you proved your... How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to you. To liberate the bearers. Farewell, master.
You always were a right... Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does.
All right.
I am. And thank you.
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind.
Welcome back, Cid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these... She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak, and she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you... Anyway, thanks again.
Keep up the good work, Cop.
Come back.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk. Ah, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here's everything we've received and everything promised. Here you are. All done?
village is turned.
All yours, Torgal.
Need to deal with these ones first. Nice try. This is it. Right then. There's two more to find.